Continuing our flashback series ahead of the 2020-21 Champions League quarter-finals, the latest to feature in the Champions League flashback is Liverpool against Real Madrid in 1981. Champions League flashback, Liverpool v Real Madrid, 1981. There are only so many ways you can highlight how football 40 years ago is different from the game now. Static advertising hoardings. More basic dugouts. No protection for photographers. And plain kits without sponsors, bring those back? But the starkest difference has to be the back pass rule. Back then, goalkeepers were allowed to handle back pass kicked to them. When Liverpool met Real Madrid in the Champions League final in Paris in 1981, things were different. The competition was very much simply knockout games. Liverpool began in the first round, last 32, beating Finnish side Ops 11-2 on aggregate. Real Madrid kicked off a round later, as they got past Budapest Honved. Tactical setup. The back pass law back then meant players could significantly slow the game down. Players could win the ball in their own half and simply give it to the goalie, which happened in this game. The pace of the game was understandably slower than it is now, and there was more space to find. And Real Madrid's play seemed to do with space. Vujic and Boskov's side were intent on playing their way through. Despite that, their main outlet was the tricky Laurie Cunningham on the wings, who occupied both flanks and had the Reds' defense in retreat. For Liverpool, meanwhile, the game plan was more direct. The centre-backs Alan Hansen and Phil Thompson sometimes took their time on the ball, but the Reds were also quick to get the ball forward. Bob Paisley's side also used their full-backs in the attack. Phil Neal and Alan Kennedy gave shades of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson. It wasn't just that they were both forward at the same time. Even when Liverpool had free kicks, Neal was stationed up front and out wide. First half. Liverpool edge subdued half. Like a typical final, events were quite cagey. Real Madrid made a rapid start. Cunningham had the Liverpool defense on the back foot just seconds in, but that didn't last. Cunningham was Madrid's biggest threat, even though he didn't really trouble Reds goalie Ray Clements. They also kept Liverpool on edge with skipper and target man Santillana, although he didn't manage an effort on target. But it was Liverpool that had the better of the half, especially concerning chances. Alan Kennedy had a shot saved by Agustin after 11 minutes, while Terry McDermott fired one away a minute after. Kenny Dalglish also tested Agustin, while the Real Madrid goalkeeper saved from a quiet Graham Souness 10 minutes before the break. Second half. Kennedy makes Reds champions. The second half began at something of a frantic pace. In less than 5 minutes, Jose Antonio Camacho was put through, but his chip over Clements cleared the bar.